Welcome to
Knit 1, Part 2, Episode 26.
Yay!
Halfway there.
Halfway there. I'm
are?
Sheila. I know.
Prompting you.
Sheila, also known as Sheila D37 on Ravelry and Spark People and any other social thing that I also am on.
And I'm Wendy, also known, I couldn't think who I was for a minute. I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wendy on Ravelry and Penny Wendy 2 on Spark People and Knit 1 Wendy on Twitter and whatever.
We'll
you
do
can find that at the end of the show.
So let's jump right on in. Did you check on how many people?
I did. As of last night when I did my show notes, 363 members on the Ravelry group.
Yay!
Welcome, new people.
We'll do a random
draw
for all our members.
Yes, we will do a random drawing for member numbers, and somebody will win a prize when we hit 500.
Yeah.
So we'll announce that when we get there.
Closer.
Yep. So yeah, yay! Thank you for coming by.
I want to just do a Spark People shout out hello to Julie B. JuliEbie.
I forgot to check Spark People, so if you join me on Spark People, thanks. I don't know why I forgot to check.
Okay, we're going to jump right in?
Yes.
Okay. Jump right into... all right.
Sorry,
okay.
My kid just took an apple. That's okay. It's
That's
the dirty
okay.
one.
Not the dirty one, the bruised one.
Oh, the bruised one.
An apple fell. So I'm going to jump right into on the dance card. So... 2 apples, apparently.
Someone else's, probably Lily.
Yeah. And so I'm doing a swap, a monster swap. So if perchance Sue, Queen of Chaos, is watching, look away. Unless you want to be spoiled. I already gave her a teaser. So I am doing Irving the Icebox Monster by Rebecca Danger from the Big Book of Knitted Monsters or the Little Book of Knitted Monsters.
I love that book.
I don't remember which one.
It's the book by Rebecca Danger.
She's coming out with the second one anyways. So it's Halloween themed or whatever. So this is my little Frankie.
Look how cute
There's
he
no
is.
mouth on it yet. And Max and I haven't decided on what kind of
I think you should have put a hair on his head.
I don't know. He's not done yet. He's still in the dance card. I think I'm going to do his arms orange and his feet black.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And these are to imitate... Well, yeah, you can't see me doing that. These are to imitate...
The spark plugs?
Yeah.
I think you should put
Campbell's like, you should have put them down further. I'm like, but then that defeats the whole idea of who the monster is.
And also, it would interfere with the arm placement. But I think you should put a few random black hairs on there to make him be more like Frankie.
Maybe I will.
That's just my suggestion. I love, love, love that.
I showed it to Max, and he's like, awesome. I fell in love with it. I actually told my swap partner, saying, I don't know if you're going to get this, because I may fall in love with it. But,
cute.
This took nothing for yarn, and I have
And
plenty
it took you no time.
No, I did it. I cast on yesterday and did little black bottom. There is an errata on this monster in the book, but it is also listed on the project page in Ravelry.
Oh, good.
So you can see the errata if you know what you're doing.
Oh,
It's when you're decreasing. The last 2 lines say knit 2 together, knit 1 twice. And you're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. So
awesome.
you should be able to see
Very
it.
cute.
This
I love
is
Rebecca Danger.
out of Knit Picks Comfy Worsted, various Halloween-y type colors. On US 3 to get a really nice fabric.
It's got to be tight so the stuffing doesn't show through.
Yeah, I'd say worsted. It's more of a light worsted, but it's the cotton.
I love it. I would knit
really
with that cotton. That cotton.
Yeah, it's a really nice one. It's a good baby yarn and washable.
Very nice.
So that's the one of the things I have on the needle, and I'm going to jump right into my podcaster challenge. I had to do the Pembroke Vest by Kirsten Kapoor. Kirsten Kapoor, and I'm ignoring you.
I know.
I did the ribbing on US size 5, 3.75, and US 7, 4.5 is the rest. So here it is. It's in Dreamin' Color.
Oh,
classy.
That's coming out gorgeous.
Blue Lagoon. I did some mods. Now, if you go on the project pages, you'll see that a lot of people did a cable from the Cable Cozy mug.
Mug cozy.
And it's a really nice cable, so I thought maybe I'd incorporate both cables, so it kind of looks like a pretzel.
I love the heart, though.
And right here, it's just starting. I did another mod, a heart, in the center of the cable.
Cute.
To make it more our own.
Yes.
And I love this.
Where with heart?
I love this. I'm doing the smallest
love
size, which is size 6. If I have enough yarn, which I should,
I think
hopefully,
you will.
because I haven't even finished my small ball yet, and I'm more than halfway through.
And she has more.
And this is the other ball that I have left.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a hat to match.
That'll be super
A cabled
cute.
hat to
I
match.
love it. Very nice.
So that's on, yeah. The mods, I want to say thank you to Allison J on Ravelry. She's also doing the pattern with me, and I was going to reverse the cable, and I just didn't know how. Sorry, Max is being our...
Max is pretending he's going to whip the children.
We're recording in the afternoon today, and
for a
have all
long
our
string
kids.
of reasons.
Yeah.
Even though all our kids are now officially in school, we are recording with kids today.
She suggested that she was doing the cables to wrap towards the center, and I thought that was a great idea, so I'm taking her mod, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, still trying to get used to the mirroring effect. I apologize. So, I really like this, and I forgot how much cables are fun.
Yeah, I know, cabling is fun. Although, if you are like me and knitting 2 cabled projects at the same time, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I've been knitting a lot of cables lately. So
is that it for
that is it for my on the dance card.
On the dance card. All right, on my dance card. Well, since we just did the I have to look around. Since we just did the podcast challenge. Why I can't even talk today.
I don't know.
Here is mine. I am doing Celtic Cabled Scarf by Vanessa Lewis. It's a free pattern. Like all of the challenge patterns, it's free on Ravelry.
Yes.
The pattern originally called for 600 yards of DK weight. As you all know from past episodes, I am knitting it in worsted weight. It's coming out cute.
Let me see. That is cute. How's the cable on the side?
I love the cable on the side. I love this chunky braided lattice looking cable on the side. I think it's awesome. I'm modifying it a lot. The pattern calls for DK weight 600 yards. I'm knitting it in an Aran weight, and this is my vintage yarn that my mom gave me from her old stash. And I'm actually going to knit it until it's long enough to be a cowl. So it'll wrap like this and attach in the front. So I'm probably going to make it about this long, and I'm going to put buttons on it. It's going to be a nice deep cowl.
Oh, good.
And I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I only worked on this, you'll learn more about it later in the show, but I only worked on this for a few hours, and I got this far. They're just giggling.
It's all right. Just leave it that.
It's all right. At least they're happy. You know, it's happy noise and not fighting noise.
Sure, good point.
So, yeah, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. And I think I like the mods. And I think this will be really pretty when it's finished. So, hopefully it'll be done in the next couple of episodes.
Take a deep breath.
I know. They're making me crazy already. So that's that one thing. I'm still working on Gawain. I made just a little progress, a few inches since last week, but I did take this onto a bigger cord and try it on, and it fits perfectly.
Oh, good.
And I need to double check with my swatch, but I need to knit about 3 more inches before I start increasing for the bust. So hopefully, now that I've gotten my major project side project working on this week done, hopefully by next week I'll be on the bust increases and maybe even get to the underarm and start the sleeves.
Okay.
Because I am a little nervous about finishing this before October 17th
I
or
don't
whatever
think
it
we'll have a
is.
problem finishing
I'm just
it.
nervous about it. I feel
know.
pressured. I'll be able to knit a lot on it on my vacation. So those are the 2 things I have on the needles today, and that's it. Oh, I forgot to say that's a Gawain by Alison Greenwell. Dreaming Color Classy in the Dusky Aurora colorway, and I'm knitting it on US 8 5mm needles.
Oh, good. So, what you saw me doing was trying to secretly finish the project. But I'm going to call it finished.
Do you want me to go ahead and do mine so that you have a chance? All right, I have one finished project, and you never saw it on the needles because...
It went so quick.
Well, you know what happened. There is a lady in our group called, I wrote her name down, Penny Knits. Hi, Penny Knits. I like Penny Knits because my name is Penny Winnie and her name is Penny Knits. Anyway, she hand dyed her own sock yarn, which she shared with the group, and then she knit this awesome green crocheted bag out of it, and she posted it in the thread on our group where you show us your finished items. And as soon as I saw it, I totally lusted after it. And I asked her for the name of it, and she couldn't remember. And then I end up calling it the Unpronounceable Bag because the pattern is called Inga's Heckelbeutel. It's German. Inga's Heckelbeutel.
Does it stand for anything?
I don't know that word in German. I can hear you. It's by Inga Joanna Mertens, and I knit it here.
Crochet.
I crocheted it. Sorry. Why do I always say knit?
I don't know.
It's like I have a knitting on the brain. I crocheted it out of Patton's stretch sock, which is 41% cotton, 39% wool, 13% nylon, and 7% elastic.
And how many skeins?
I used just over 2 skeins. Each skein has 239 yards. I seriously just cracked into the 3rd skein to do the edging on the bag. I haven't woven all the ends in yet. And what you do basically is you knit 16 of these squares, and then you crochet them all together into this sort of like weird cross shape that folds up like origami. And you get this cute little bag. And I thought I would never have thought of doing it in fingering weight. The pattern is written for worsted weight, but it doesn't really matter. You can knit it in any weight.
It's based on the size that you're looking for, right?
And honestly, you could knit these squares. She tells you to either do 5 rounds or 7 rounds of the square. I did 7 to make the bigger square, but you could knit the square any size you wanted to, depending on how big you wanted to make a bag. And you could probably, I'm not like mathematically, spatially adept, but you could probably look at the origami shape thing and figure out how to make it wider too. It would not be difficult, but it's just a nice little pouch, and I thought this would be perfect. As soon as I saw a Penny Knit sample, I thought this would be perfect to put in my water bottle and my little, I have a little zip bag of my iPod and my earphones and little things that I take to the gym with me, my keys. And instead of lugging my entire purse and wallet into the gym with me every time, which is what I've been doing, I can just keep everything in this bag that's just for the gym and keep this bag in my car and not have to worry that, cause I keep forgetting my iPod and I don't know.
At the gym?
No, I keep leaving it at home because, you know, it's just, I need to have a dedicated little bag, and this is just the perfect size, tucks under my arm.
Oh, it's cute.
I know, it's super cute, and I liked the color of this yarn, and I have to say, I didn't hate knitting with this cotton yarn because it has just enough stretch and just enough wool that it didn't hurt my hands, and it crocheted up really nice.
Oh, good.
And I like the colors. I think it's kind of wild and fun how it went together.
It is.
So, yeah, Inga's Heckelbeutel. I would definitely do this again. It only took me a few hours to knit it up, crochet it up. I used for the fingering weight wool, I used a USD 3.25 millimeter crochet hook, which is what Penny Knits had done her project in. So I just followed what she said. USD. And
it's small.
It is small. It's this big. You can kind of see based on my finger. It's pretty skinny.
But it's not that bad because I've obviously used smaller when you do beadwork.
Yeah, it's still crocheted up. It only took me a few hours, and the nice thing about it was that since it was modular, I could just bang out. I did it at the beach.
Oh right, just
I went
bang
to the
out
beach
the
on Friday. I
squares.
banged out like 4 squares while I was sitting there, and I didn't have the whole big project draped over me because it's just these little squares. So that was super fun. I would do that again. Thanks, Penny Knits, for the inspiration. And
yeah, we're getting a lot of inspiration from our viewers. We really do appreciate it.
That's one of my favorite things. So yeah, Penny Knits, you rule.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to rate my date.
Okay.
Nothing else is done.
And
my rating was 2 thumbs up. 2 hearts.
I finished this. It's not the best, but it will have to.
There.
Okay. I just wanted this to be actually finished except for ends woven in. But so I'm going to jump on this because that's my first one, I think. It's my baby hat by me. I didn't finish exactly, but here's the tassels. I just got to cut the tassels. But this is what it looks like. See?
It's so cute.
And it looks adorable on a baby. And last week I linked to my other hat that I did, but this is what it's going to look like. And this is to keep the hat tied on, and the eye cords are long enough.
Just pretend I'm a baby.
So as you can see, it can fit quite large heads.
It's cute. I'm just putting it on the very top. See? Look how cute.
And the tassels will be fixed because I just,
Yeah. That's very cute.
It's a really simple pattern.
It's super more cute on babies because their heads aren't so big.
Thank goodness it's acrylic. So anyways, this is, it's mystery worsted weight. It's to match the sweater. I found some buttons that I had. They're little pansies, I think, 3 different colors.
Oh,
I have
cute.
5 buttonholes, but I'm only going to put 3 buttons on this.
Sew up the other buttonholes. She'll never know. Just sew them up.
No, she won't care. So
That's cute.
We'll close up
I'm going to have Sheila try to write up this pattern.
I'm going to write it up with one picture, and I can do this. I'm going to try it myself because we are working on the other one. We promise.
We've got it. Test knitters are knitting it.
Well, they're all done, actually.
We've
got some, my point.
We've got some good editing ideas.
Yep. And right onto that, I'm going to put it on this guy. I did another one to
find out what everybody was talking. There was a weirdness with the pattern. Oh.
Sorry. This is another one of the hats. It's I think it's by Knitting Goddess's yarn. She was selling some sock skeins. No.
Yeah.
Sock blanket skeins.
Sock blanket, little tiny skeins are like.
And I really wish I remembered the name of this color because it's like Rose Garden or
I think
something
it is
like
Rose
that.
Garden because I
So
have
really,
that.
really pretty colors.
Yeah, I love her colors.
So this is my hat, and I put it on the monster. So it actually looks really cute that way.
You should knit him a little hat.
I have other plans for him.
Yo.
You'll see. And so yeah, I did this again, 72 stitches around, US 2. So super soft and squishy. I keep saying this. I got to do this for an adult because
that is a nice.
It's really
that'd
super
make a nice
soft and
chemo
squishy.
cap.
Yes, it would.
It
nice,
would.
like
a nice
in the
squishy.
the
chemo.
knit comfy yarn. Yeah, I think it would. You could even do stripes. But so that's my second finished project. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And the third, I don't think you guys actually even saw this cast on in this color because I had it in blue and I ran out and I think I was going to reknit it. So this is actually due this week, but I finished it early. This is Picky Hat by Melanie Rose. US size 6, 4mm, Dream in Color Classy, Happy Forest, which Wendy gave me the colorway.
No, not Happy Forest.
Go Grassy.
Go Grassy.
Sorry.
Dream in Color, you gotta be correct.
It's either one or the other. Go Grassy
Go
or
Grassy.
Happy Forest. I personally, it was a great pattern, well written out. She was asking for the decrease section. She basically does it in 4 decreases. I would reduce this stitch count because look at this.
It's big.
Huge. And anyone who's worked with,
Well, also Dream in Color Classic grows like a son of a bee.
So you can either wear it like this as a cap.
That's cute.
Or, yeah, sorry about my hair. Or you can wear it like a watch cap, which
That
is
makes
cute
you
as
look
well.
like an evil henchman.
Doesn't help when I don't have it all lined up perfectly. But as you can see,
well, the stitch count works if you're gonna fold it, I guess.
But it really is huge, and I have not blocked this.
It is huge because Sheila's head is bigger than mine. Like, seriously?
If you wanted to do it as a cap, and I think it would look great as a cap, it actually looks good that way too. But if you wanted to do it as a cap, I took measurements, and I think I put it on my pattern page, the modification. I think the decrease is about 2 inches, so if you just... It says to increase to knit for 7 inches. If you did 5.5, I think you'd be better off.
It's cute though. I like it.
It is cute. It will go into the Christmas gift pile.
I think it's a pretty hat. It would look good. It's a good style for either a man or a woman.
Well, it's meant for a man. This obviously is not very manly for colors. I'd call it more of a green, girly color.
Or kid color.
Yeah. And, sorry. Zachary's big. Shh.
Well, we could have said that.
All right. So that's the last of my finished projects. 3 of them. 3 rate your dates.
You were doing really good.
Well, yeah. Well, it's easy when they're all quick, easy ones. But those are my...
Making me look like a slacker, man.
Oh, please. Well, yeah, if I was doing a sweater, well, I'm doing a sweater. It just happens to be a baby size sweater.
It's just a baby sweater. All right.
Baby sweater.
So, future dates.
Future dates. My Shetland shawl. This part was going to be in the heartbreaks, but I'll tell you now. Last night I had to work, so because we were recording in the afternoon, I actually got a nap. So last night I had to work, brought my pattern, brought my book, forgot my needle.
That's so bad.
And I had no emergency car knitting, which I was driving yesterday. Zachary had labs yesterday, and I knit in the car when I'm in traffic. I mean, stop traffic. When you're in the Boston area, you're stopping.
Yeah, you're in traffic.
And you can just do mindless knitting. So I said, I need to get a sock on the needles that is just to be left in the car. If I had that, I would have had some knitting to do last night. But needless to say, I'm addicted to the big game hidden objects. I had that to play. I was on Google Plus with a couple of virtual knitters, Natalie, Karen from Round the Twist,
Hi, Natalie.
Kimberly.
Hi, Kimber. I was
A couple
on with
others,
them
I
the other night.
apologize. Ray and Ray C. I think that's Ray in Washington.
Yeah.
So they were on until about 1:30, 2 o'clock, so that was good. And then I was busy with the other thing. And yeah. So, what I did do last night.
She wound the ball of yarn that is literally as big as my head.
I would not have fit on my ball winder.
No, it would not have.
This is almost 500 yards of Cascade Eco, which is considered a bulky weight, right?
Yes.
I'm glad I did it this way. I took my time. I put it. We have typical office chairs with the arms. I took my time, and it's not loose, but it's not tight either because it's supposed to be just right. But I'm glad I took the time to do that because I would have had to cut it in half.
Yeah.
And if I don't have to weave in ends for a shawl, it's so much better. So here is my small soccer ball of yarn.
I love it.
Catch. For my Shetland shawl.
It's going to be nice. I can't wait to see how that comes out.
And I'm going to hopefully be able to cast on tonight, depending on what goes on. Maybe I'll finish my monster instead. I don't know. We'll see.
If you have to work for needles.
If I have to what?
Work. Bring your knitting needles.
No, I don't have to work. I don't have to work again until Saturday. So.
Yay!
So yeah, this is definitely on the needles next. And I think after some of my other projects get off, like the Monster Podcasters Challenge, then I think I'm going to cast on for the Heath socks.
Yeah.
And I have some mitts.
And you have some test knitting.
Those are the mitts that I got to do.
Yeah.
But I told her in 2 weeks she was fine, so. She's not in any rush.
That was Sheila throwing the giant ball of yarn into the table where the camera is.
Into our studio table. Sorry, people.
And the fancy Knit One Heart 2 home studio.
Yes. So, yeah, that's all I have for my future dates.
I have one future date. After crocheting the Unpronounceable Bag, I've realized how fast modular crocheting goes. Like, I can bang out a little square in 15 minutes. So I started looking at hexagon shapes because everybody's doing that hexi puff thing with the little knit hexi puffs, and I was thinking, couldn't I just use crocheted hexes and maybe not have so much of the puff, just this hexagon? And I found a really cute pattern called Flower to Hexagon Blanket by Jessie Rayott, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I'm going to make what I'm calling a hexa-sock blanket with a crochet hook and fingering weight out of all of my sock yarn, my sock blanket yarn that I got from Knitting Goddess, and all of my little scraps and odds and ends, because I have a bag literally this big of sock yarn scraps. Yeah. And I'm just going to knit on it or crochet on it when I feel...
It's a long-term project.
It's a long-term project, but I think it'll be fun, and it's something that I can grab 2 or 3 of those little balls and throw them in my purse and make a couple of them when I'm, like in a
Like
restaurant.
emergency card knitting.
Emergency card knitting, that's it. Keep it in my purse. It's so small. I can, it's just one crochet hook and like 2 or 3 little balls of yarn. I can just throw it in my purse. I'll just keep it in my purse.
Maybe I'll learn how to crochet those.
It'll be super easy. Now, hers...
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I know, with the yawning and the sneezing.
No, that's
allergies.
Well, that was a stupidity part on mine.
Oh, I know. Been there, done that. This flower blanket does have some of the squares that have like a raised petals. I'm not going to do that on mine. I just want it flat. But
bless you.
And I'm not sure if this one has the blocks that you can crochet together as you go, which I want to do on mine because it's a lot easier than having a million.
Oh, wouldn't you be able? I mean, I don't know the construction, but wouldn't you just be able to crochet?
At the end of one, you can just crochet it together with the next one. Yeah, that's what
I don't know. I'm still working on that long-term crochet method, so.
That's what I'm gonna do. So you might be seeing, probably not until after the Rhinebeck sweater is over, but you will definitely be seeing that in the future. And I'm just gonna pause for one moment. You guys,
Max, can you?
Too loud. Sorry,
guys.
It's like trying to record in the middle of a carnival.
Lesson learned.
Yeah,
we won't be doing this again. Well,
this was just. It
doesn't help.
Crazy.
Well, it doesn't help either that it's been raining for the last 3+ days.
They just got home from schools and they wanna.
Yeah, my kids haven't even done their homework yet.
They've been sitting in a classroom quiet all day. It's hard to ask them to keep doing that. So yeah, that's it for my future dates.
Okay, so we go into Crushes and Heartbreak.
Yeah, you got anything?
I just have a podcast that I want to shout out to. It's the Pagan Dinner. I listened to her a couple of weeks ago, and she was running a contest. She only has 4 episodes up, so she was running a contest, a prize thread, and contest 2. Episode 2, sorry. And I didn't mention her because I was hoping that I could.
Because she's evil.
I am evil. Because she was giving away Booga. Guess what?
I won.
It worked.
So now she's telling everybody.
Now I'm telling everybody. So her name is Ursa, Pagan Knitter. I just want to... This has nothing to do with her podcast in the sense of she doesn't push it. She is Wicca, I guess you call it. Wiccan. She's a witch, is what she calls it, and her theme for her podcast is pagan. No, we're almost done.
We're almost done, okay?
No, it's raining out. You can't play outside. Excuse me.
Mom. You guys.
Turn around.
Jack? Jack! No!
Excuse me.
Jack Deeds! I don't care.
This has to be edited.
Yes, it will be edited out.
So the Pagan Knitter, it's pagan themed in the sense of it goes back to, I don't want to say mythology because it's not mythology, but Earth and
like the Celts and
and stuff like that. It's really it flows nicely. She's got segments. It's just it's soothing to listen to. You just like a lot of people say that about some of the other. It's an audio podcast that it's soothing to listen to. So I really like it. I have to honestly admit, it's hard for me to do audio because I'm so used to seeing visualization. But I like her because at the end she gives you why the theme of the day and a little story to go with the theme. And it's very
good.
I was raised Catholic. I'd consider myself a Christian. I may not be practicing. But, I'm open to everything, obviously, because I'm married a Buddhist.
But if you are the kind of person that would feel uncomfortable about
this
Wicca, that would not be for you.
It may not be, but give her a try anyways. Her name is Ursa, the Pagan Knitter, and I'm not sure what her blog site is, but it will be linked. But I just wanted to give her a shout out, and I can't wait to show my boogie next week because I don't have any baubles and blings this week.
You are so.
And I also, because of the podcast's challenge, I know you guys are getting sick and tired of hearing it. And just bear with us. We want to say a big thank you to Lois. She's been putting a lot of hard work from Knitting's My Bag. But I've been trying to watch and listen. Most of them I watch already, but I'm trying to listen to other podcasters. And so I listened to Miss L Knits, which I think I've listened to her before. She's from the UK. And I just want to say hello to her because I love her accent. People have always commented about my accent, but you can't help the UK accent. It's just such a lovely, proper accent. It just sounds so nice. So those are the two that I'm shouting out for this week. Those are my crushes. Heartbreak was my yarn situation last night, my needles, and yeah, that was my heartbreak.
So my ongoing crush, I've mentioned it before, is Pinterest, the group where you can make your own pin boards on the internet. And I just wanted to say, if anybody out there has tried to get on Pinterest and hasn't been able to get an invitation and you're in the group, just go ahead and PM me on Ravelry and I will invite you from mine so you can get on there because it's awesome. I'm using it to totally get my house organized, to get my house redecorated. It's even inspiring my husband because now I can show him visually what I'm talking about, and he, instead of just, he has a hard time conceptualizing things without a picture. So now I have a whole board of pictures to show him, and it's been great. So that's my crush. And my heartbreak is that all 4 of our children are in school, and yet this week we are still recording with them.
But to say something, it's only 3 of them that are causing the noise.
Yeah, I know. The oldest one has been very quiet.
Yeah, because electronics.
Yeah, well.
He's watching something over there.
So, yeah, that's my heartbreak because I had an appointment yesterday and an appointment today, and there was just no way we were doing it. I guess we could have done it tomorrow morning. Didn't think of it.
That's all right.
I didn't want to push it that far.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's my crush and that's my heartbreak, and that's it for this week.
So, Baubles and Bling, I have nothing.
I have Baubles and Bling. I was on Etsy a couple of months ago and I saw this bat. It's called Silver Springs. Feel it. It's so squish.
Ooh.
It's a silk merino blend and it has
Sparkly
silver in it, and it's like a gray and
Gorgeous.
White wool. I thought this would just make a beautiful scarf.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, and a little bit of blue.
Well, just that one little pop, but I love that.
It's just very subtle. And I got it from Enchanted Knoll on Etsy. And a few months ago I saw this on there and I wanted to buy it, but I don't have a spinning wheel that belongs to me yet. And I'm borrowing the one that Sheila has. But, you know, I don't want to do anything really elaborate because Sheila's setup only has one spindle and it's kind of a pain.
It's not to her liking.
I could buy more spindles, but since it's not my wheel, I'm not going to invest that money. So I said I'll just get this later, and then it went away and I never saw it again. And when I was at the Fiber Festival where I filmed from the day that I didn't film
The
half the
Newberry
people,
one.
The one in Newburyport, yes. I talked to Josette and she said she would make me one of these. So I PM'd her or convoed her on Etsy, and she made this for me and sent it to me. And it is gorgeous and beautiful, and I love it. I love it, and I want to squish it. So I'm going to save this to be the first thing that I spin when I get my new spinning wheel, which is, I believe, 7 more pounds until I get a spinning wheel, because I believe I have lost now 43.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, I'm very happy about that.
You should be.
Now I have sparkle and stuff all over me.
Yeah,
but anyway,
and I'm like,
that's my Baubles and Bling. I have another Bauble and Bling that's coming, but I don't have it yet, so maybe next week.
yeah,
I
hoping
ordered
mine will
some
be
yarn.
next week too.
Maybe next week. So that's it for Baubles and Bling.
Okay, so we go on to gossip and innuendos.
Yeah. Do you want me to do my thing? I have 2. Well, I have one quick thing and one longer, more involved
Mine
thing.
are short.
All right, you go.
I just want to first say congratulations to Stephanie from the Expectant Knitter podcast. She had her baby boy on Friday last week.
Yay!
They didn't know the gender of the baby, and they weren't giving out the name, and I'm not going to give out the name. It is on Ravelry, but it's not my right to give it.
Yeah.
It's a baby boy, healthy. Both mom and child are doing fine, and she has a little picture of it in her projects with a little hat. Like, she did a little hat. So I just want to say congrats to you, Stephanie. I hope the next few months go well for you and smooth. It's always fun.
Good luck with that. Good luck with the new baby thing.
Guess what you get to look forward to in a few years?
Yeah.
Second off, I want to say happy birthday to my youngest Z-Man, Zach, 8 years old, on Sunday, past Sunday.
He's so old.
Considering where he started and where he's gone, the last 8 years have been a whirlwind, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
No.
He is who he is, and we love him because of it.
Yeah.
Why
wouldn't you?
Zachary's birthday, he asked for Kids Bop 20. I don't know if you guys ever see the commercial. Yeah. Well, they did have it at Target. And I will say one thing. This has a lot of, like, the more current ones, like Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
They do, like, a sanitized version of a lot of pop songs.
Yeah. Forget You. The Lazy Song, which I know is very popular.
Oh, you love the Lazy Song.
I do love the Lazy Song. I would highly recommend it if you have kids.
My kids love Kids Bop. For a while, McDonald's was giving out Kids Bop, like, shortened versions.
Oh, were they?
Like, 2 years ago, Lily has, like, 3 of them. She loves Kids Bop.
So...
It's great.
It's one
if you want your kids to listen to pop music that you know is safe for little ears, Kids Bop is awesome. And the kids love it. And usually they have, like, sometimes they even have kids singing.
Oh, it is kids singing
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
See, here are
Hence
the
the name Kids Bop, I guess.
Here are the kids that are singing it.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And they're actually, we're searching for the next kid star. So.
Hey, if your kid sings.
Also, let's see.
That won't be my kids.
Yeah. My kids sing. I don't know if it's necessarily well, but they do sing. Okay, so I wanted to redeem myself, and apparently, so Friday, my kids love the amusement park, Zachary especially. So
He's
we
a
went
huge
to
amusement park fan.
Canopy Lake Park, which is north of us. It's
excellent family park for those of you who have
in the local
kids
area
under 5.
Because it's like free, or it's definitely
and they have
cheaper.
tons of rides that even a 1 or 2 year old could go on. It's awesome. It's very family friendly.
So this is closer to us than Six Flags, and what I'm trying to do is they have this new roller coaster called Untamed. See that? It goes straight up, straight down, does a few loop-de-loops and turns. Zachary went on it 3 times.
He likes the roller coaster.
I went on it twice.
Do you have any photographic proof of this?
No, I do not. But I was sitting with Zachary, and I was sitting with another child who is not related to me because my oldest does not like heights. So, so I can get him on and have testimonials.
I guess I believe you.
Anyways, the reason it was funny because I'm on it, and this may be a little longer story, but they have the handlebars, because it goes over. Because what you do is you go up, down, and around, and it hangs for like 1/2 of a second, and around, and then you do the twisties. It's a really quick ride. It's really fun. And so I'm going on there, and Zachary's like, Mom, did you change your mind? No, we're already going up. It's too late now, bud. So we're going down, and we're looped around, and I hear him say, Mama, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you go on this. And I'm laughing because my 8-year-old is worried about me, and I'm like, I'm having a good time.
After the Six Flags incident.
But I'm like, I have to go on another roller coaster. I just had to. So then the second time we went on it at night. I had a little bit more difficult time because
scarier at night.
It is. For one thing, when you're going straight up, you can feel gravity taking you down against the chair.
And it feels like
all you're looking up is in black nothingness.
Which was kind of like what it was like as we inched up that very tall roller coaster.
But the biggest problem at Six Flags was the fact there was nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, that made it really creepy.
I was talking to another dad whose son went on the roller coaster with me. We had the kid. The family wasn't there. He came with us. And he went on Bizarro, and he said the same thing. He goes, I didn't know where to hang on to.
Well, I mean, we both got in and got hooked in, and we were like, ooh.
Yeah,
it was really creepy.
I just wanted to let you know I did redeem myself because I went on the new Untamed.
I was hoping there would be a photograph that I could post, but sadly, no.
No, they didn't. They didn't take any photographs. Trust me, if they did, actually, there was a big photograph that I wanted to take. We went down the log flume, and it came out to be a great picture.
Yeah.
Max and Zachary were unsure of the ride. They've been on it before, but sometimes memory, you forget. And Max's face was... and Zachary's was kind of like, I think I like it. And then me and Justin, the other little boy, were like, yeah. But
I have a great one of my husband on a ride in Las Vegas that I seriously look at when I feel bad because it makes me laugh so hard that whatever is bothering me goes away because my husband's face is hilarious. He looks terrified.
Really? I'm regretting that I didn't purchase that one, but for me to purchase... It would have been fair if I had purchased 2 for the mom of her. Well, I don't know. I regret not purchasing that one because it was
It was
really
a
good picture. You know how sometimes, like, flume rides, you don't see everybody's face? You could see each and everyone's face. I really regret doing it. So I think that's all my gossip and innuendo, because she's got other stuff.
I do.
Oh, one more thing. Christmas knitting is looming up on you. It's creeping. So, anyways.
All right. With that gloomy little transition.
Notepad.
What was that?
A notepad just fell.
I'm like, I thought the kids were coming back in.
It's another busy editing thing for
yes, it's going to be a big editing thing.
Sorry.
So I have two things. The first thing is I just want to mention the South Adirondack Fiber Festival again. It will take place on September 24th and 25th at the Washington County Fairgrounds in Greenwich, New York. And you can get more information at www.adkfiber.com. So check it out. I won't be able to go. Sheila won't be able to go. But I know that Melia Bella of the His and Hers podcast and Knitting Nirvana. What is her podcast?
Knitting Nirvana is her podcast.
Oh, it's her podcast. Okay.
I don't know her first name, unfortunately.
Yeah, they might both be there, so check it out. So that's one thing. The other thing is I wanted to make an announcement. I'm really excited about this. I did not get a lot done this week because I have been bowing to the pressure of all the people who want copies of the infamous Smackdown cartoons. And so I have started a Cafe Press store for Knit One Heart 2.
Which we will link to.
With this episode. And I have made the Sheila t-shirt, which is the Peacemaker. It says Knit with Heart. And I have made the Wendy t-shirt, which is Needle End. And it says Say Hello to My Needle End. And it has the cartoon. Sheila's has her cartoon. And I have done this as Sheila and I both standing on all of the knitters holding hands, and it says Knit One Heart 2 Rules. And then we've done one with just the two of us, and it says Knit One Heart 2. You can get t-shirts. What else? Bags. And I did some buttons are what we're calling our official logo button is on there too. And that will go live by the time this goes up. That will be live and ready to go. And I just want to tell you one thing about it. It's Cafe Press. We make a very small profit off of that for each t-shirt. So that's why the prices are kind of wonky. But it's very minimal. And I know some people have wanted to support the blog. And if you do want to support the blog, we do get a minimal amount from the Cafe Press. But we have also put a donation button.
Right there, I did it right this time.
Man!
Right there.
There, right there. I was doing the hand thing again. Over in the corner on the blog, we have put a donation button. Some people have said that they would like to donate to the blog. And I just want to make it clear that money that goes on the donation button, all but the very small percentage that PayPal takes out goes directly to us.
It would be either for postage, buttons for the future, because we are looking into making buttons
to hand out at Rhinebeck. Buttons, postage, prizes that we can get, because from this point backwards, we've been funding everything out of our pockets and
taking stuff out of
stash. Because, you know, we're not a really big podcast that has a lot of people that are, you know, sending us stuff. So we want to do fun things for the audience because we want it to be more interactive than us just talking to you every week. So, the donate button's on there. If you want to use it, feel free. If you don't want to use it, just ignore it. We are never going to put ads on the blog because that just is too crazy. And I'm never going to put ads. No. Oh, I mean on the blip.
Oh, okay.
Because they play and things run while we're talking, and it's crazy. I looked into it as a potential way of
you just don't make enough
the blog.
Money.
You don't make a lot of money, and they really are annoying. We're never going to do that. So
see, I watch most of my podcasts via iTunes, anyways, which you don't get the ads.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you don't. Most of our viewers are through iTunes anyway, and I just so that's what we're doing. And I hope that you like the swag that we came up with.
I think you will.
It's super cute. I just wanted to tell you the reason why I got so little done this week is I had to find a comparable program to Adobe Illustrator. First, I scanned everything in and made all the graphics, and it was okay, but it wasn't great. Then I did some research, and I found out that I should use an Illustrator. So Adobe was $200, which I didn't have. So I found a really great open source code program called Inkscape. That's awesome, and I think you can get it for both Mac and PC, and it's free. It's open source code, free. So I downloaded that. It took 4 or 5 online tutorials. I just Googled on Inkscape Mac tutorials and learned how to use it because it's complicated. And then I was able to freehand draw the cartoons directly on the computer instead of scanning them in, and they are what's called vectored. So as they get bigger or smaller, they stay smooth. They don't get jagged. So that was awesome. And then I took some tutorials on my other open source program, which is a Photoshop replacement called GIMP, which also you can get for the Mac or for the PC. I took some tutorials on that to learn how to do a couple of things because it's complicated. It's complicated software. I think graphic design people know how to use it, but like normal people like me have to learn how. So I have been working on that quite a bit, and I hope that you guys like it. And my plan, if people actually buy a t-shirt or whatever, is to put on some new stuff every couple of months or so to keep it fresh, you know. So also, if anybody has any great t-shirt ideas, something that we've said that they want as a quote on a shirt or anything like that, just post it in the group or PM me, and I'll try to make something out of it, because it's, now that I know how to use everything, it's kind of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
The other thing too is the t-shirts that we're offering in white, pink,
yellow, and it's pale pink, pale yellow, pale blue, and white. So 4 different colors, and
up to 3XL or 2XL?
Either 2X. I can offer, if people are interested and they want larger than 2X, I can do a design for that and put it up. But it costs more because the hateful clothing industry people just like to fork people who wear big sizes, and I'm sorry. It just makes me mad. I know. It's not that much more material. It makes me mad. Sorry, that's my rant for the day. But I can offer that. I can offer different cuts too. So if you don't like the style that it's in, let me know. PM me. I'll put it up in a different, I think right now it's a scoop neck regular plain. It was the cheapest t-shirt base. Because the only way that we can mark it up a teeny bit, that's the way we make a little, it's called royalties off of it. And I didn't want them to be so expensive that nobody would buy them. I want them to make it as affordable as possible, because I really want the people that have asked, I want them to be able to get one. So.
Right.
And one of those shirts could be yours if you are in the knit along for the Podcasters Challenge, and you post your completed project by September 22nd in the completed project thread that Sheila started yesterday.
Which is for pictures only
of your completed projects. No chatter. Or
please.
We will whoosh you out.
We have a thread for chatter, and there's been a lot of chatter.
Yeah.
And show us your work in progress pictures,
definitely.
which you've been doing. But for finished object threads, pictures, please put it in that thread. Not only will we be giving you a prize, I think Lois might be giving a viewer a prize.
Maybe.
I'm unsure. There are
so many things, so many rules going on with the Podcasters Challenge.
It got us confused.
You might have seen on there. You might have seen on there. I know it's a lot going on. You might have seen on there that we weren't sure if we were allowed to
start our project.
Lois said it was fine. We were confused.
I guess some podcasters podcasted on Friday, the start date, and where we typically don't podcast until Wednesday
because
or
there's
Thursday.
Two of us,
there's
and
two
it's
of us,
hard
and it's
to
hard.
Coordinate.
We misunderstood, so we did cast on, but we did get the okay from Lois to
Lois
do
said it was
so.
Fine.
So we apologize for any confusion on that part.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of rules and regulations, but there's also a lot of prizes. So it's really good.
It's gonna be super fun.
I'm so excited that, I didn't think I'd get anyone to knit along with me.
I know.
And so I'm so excited that there are 3 or 4 people who are.
And I'm excited people are knitting along with mine too, because especially those of you who are going to be brave enough to knit that whole scarf.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big project.
It is a big project.
I never could have finished that scarf in
DK weight and the length.
And DK weight and that length and the amount of time. I'm a fast knitter, but I am not that fast. And I'm
actually on DK.
Yeah, and but yeah, and I love that it inspired me to draw these fun little comics because I've actually kind of gotten a real kick out of them.
And they are fun.
They're fun. I have a few more ideas up my sleeve for later on. So yeah, check out the Cafe Press store. There will be a link on the website.
Donate button. Right there.
Donate. I can't do it.
See, I look
Donate button. Oh yeah, I could just look at where it would be if I was on the screen. It's right up there. And the link to the store will be right up there.
Yes. And thank you for watching.
Yes.
If you're a new viewer, thank you for joining us. And I hope you come back next week. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And I also hope that you return next week.
Yeah. Thank you for putting up with us and all of our craziness. And thank you for all the nice comments on iTunes. Yes. I finally got a chance to go and read them.
They are some lovely, lovely
They
comments.
are so nice. It just makes me happy that people see value in this because it's actually turned out to have so much value for me just with people PM me with these like great ideas. People have hooked me up, telling me where I can buy Sock Monkey stuff. It's just, and the inspiration from everybody's projects. I've added so much to my queue. It's awesome.
It really is.
It's like having a little community. I love it.
It's having friends who boost you up. And
even if you're invisible. Even if you're invisible to us.
Virtual friends. Virtual friends. We appreciate it.
We do.
And if you are watching us on iTunes, please leave a comment or a star rater for us and any other podcast you may listen to or watch. We really do appreciate it.
And it does help. The ratings help.
Woodworking.
Get rid of the woodworking, yes, because, we love the woodworking. But also, it helps get you onto the front page of New and Noteworthy or what's hot, and new people who are coming in and saying, hey, I'm kind of looking for a knitting thing, will see the knitting stuff on the front page, so do it.
And if you are watching, you can read our show notes at knitoneheart2.blogspot.com.
That is also where the buttons will be for the store.
If you need to contact us, we're knitoneheart2, TOO@gmail.com. We are knitoneheart2 on Twitter. We share, No, Knit1Heart2 on Clark. We share the account. I am Knit1Heart2 on Twitter.
And I am Knit1Wendy on Twitter and on Pinterest. We have way too many social media things.
Yeah, I think we're calling it quits on that one.
I don't really tweet, but I know that all of our Plurks tweet through my name.
Yes.
So if you follow and you want to keep up with the news on Plurk through Twitter, go under Knit1Wendy.
And mine is more of a personal one, with the options of going Knit1Heart2.
Yeah.
And my hair just fell on my face. All right. Sorry. So thank you for watching us. I think that's the end of the show. I think we've listed everybody and everything. And if not, we apologize if we forgot any of you for any reason.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I'll just have to edit it at the end.
So knit with heart.
Knit with heart, people. See you later. Bye.